Hey guys, so I noticed that only a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications to make sure that my content gets to you on time. Hey guys, today I want to do a quick guide on Oxforce. So Oxforce is kind of a weird trade. Most people don't really know how it works. So let me give a quick rundown on how it works. So Oxforce, what the trade does is that it actually makes it so that for 1 second your HP cannot go below 1. You can still gain HP, you can still take damage during the entire time, but if you take damage, the damage you can take will never set your HP below 1. And then after 1 second, the game will check if your HP is exactly equal to 1. If it's exactly equal to 1, it does a self-execute and kills itself. So you see this most often with Annie. What happens is that Annie will shield herself, but then she'll still die 1 second after, and you'll be like, huh, that's weird. If you notice that, the reason is because of this. If your HP is more than 1, even if the HP is more, like literally 2, it continues fighting. So the number one most important thing to know about Oxforce is to abuse healing. This is because after 1 second, if it can heal back up even a little bit, it will continue fighting. And if it can continue fighting, that's a lot of value. Hence, in Oxforce comps, Gunblade is literally the best item because it synergizes perfectly with how Oxforce works. Gunblade always targets the lowest HP unit, so if your Oxforce unit is at 1 HP, it will always target it. And even if the Gunblade heals just a tiny bit, so even if it heals from 1 HP to 2 HP, then it has already saved the unit. So this is most often seen with maybe like Annie. If you have like a Talia backline, Talia, even if she autos a unit, will often heal Annie from 1 HP to 2 HP, and that's enough for her to live. Some other broken things, so obviously like Mascot's really OP, Redemption's really OP, I Am Shield that are really OP. Like I said, Gunblade is the best item, so like Gunblade Viego, Gunblade Talon. BT is pretty good for saving itself, like BT Viego, BT Talon. There's also other items that heal like Hodge and stuff, so most of these are all really good. And then let's just say you're playing vertical Oxforce and you're debating between Fiora, Alistar, and Annie. Usually you want to default to units that can actually heal themselves. So Fiora and Alistar is usually better than Annie because Annie in Oxforce, unless you have another item like a Gunblade, will just die after the proc. But Fiora and Alistar can heal themselves back up and keep fighting. In this case, in a vertical Oxforce without any help, Fiora and Alistar is better than Annie. Oh, I forgot to mention some augments like Second Wind are also pretty good because they heal them. They can heal Oxforce as well. And then finally, that's just a few random miscellaneous Oxforce info. So the first one that's really important is that MF is really meta right now, and Talon almost blocks the entirety of MF ult. So usually Talon will jump to the MF, do damage to the MF. The MF will, because taking a lot of damage, will ult, and then hit only Talon, and then Talon triggers Oxforce and blocks the entire MF ult. Similarly, frontline Oxforce units can almost eat all of Samir's ults, like Annie and Alistar at the front sometimes will just get hit by the entirety of Samir's ult during the Oxforce state. Oxforce also prevents things like Throw of the Hunt and on-kill things from triggering. So how it works is that the first time they would die, they trigger Oxforce instead and doesn't proc Throw of the Hunt. However, the second time, if they heal back up again and they die again, then Throw will proc. However, if they get self-executed by Oxforce, so like Annie is the most common example. If she triggers Oxforce and then she dies from the Oxforce self-execute, then Throw will never proc. Hence, this Throw proc is lost. So sometimes Oxforce is actually pretty good to Throw the Hunt as well. And then finally, Oxforce prevents Viego from resetting, same as Throw. Viego will have to ult a unit that has already triggered Oxforce. So this is my quick and super quick Oxforce guide. Hopefully you guys learned something.